I just went on a 13 win streak with this deck. Stick out to the end because I'm gonna give you every single tip to win 100% of your games. And if you're new to the channel and appreciate the effort, please consider subscribing. Okay, here we go, guys. This is actually the perfect deck. What you wanna do is simply play your Skarmy, your Goblin Gang, or your Super Mini P.E.K.K.A. with your rage in hand, because the Super Mini P.E.K.K.A. needs the rage, like to clear up Skarmy or something like that. So you gotta have your rage in hand. And you just apply pressure with all of those cards until your opponent plays the Super Knight. Okay, my opponent just did. So what you want to do is have your Super Knight, wait for your opponent to deal decent damage to your tower, play it behind your King Tower, and then every one of your troops is gonna be immune and push everything back. So your Knight is making all of your troops immune, while his Knight is now vulnerable with every other troops, so you just win. But that's not just it. Like, you gotta play it properly. You gotta use your Goblin spell combined with your rage to destroy your opponent's Skarmy or Goblin Gang, and you gotta be really fast to do it, like to surprise your opponent. And yeah, you just gotta wait for your opponent to play the Super Knight. Like, if you play it first and it is not double elixir, you're not gonna be able to defend their one, which means you lose. Like, look at this. He just played it. My troops are immune, my tower is immune, my Super Mini P.E.K.K.A. took care of everything, and now he has no way to defend this. As long as you have your Super Knight alive and your opponent doesn't have one in cycle, you win. Having said that, I would always suggest, if you have rage, to just play it in pre-fire. Like, try to predict your opponent's Skarmy or Goblin Gang or whatever it is. Because, I mean, it could backfire, I guess, if you do not have, like, your Electro Spirit or whatever in range. Okay, wow, this guy went really aggressive, sorry. So, you just play your Super Knight here, and you gotta play it on the side of his Super Knight. Now, all of his troops are getting vulnerable before my ones, which means they are all dead. Now, unfortunately... Okay, sorry, I had to sneeze almost. Unfortunately, I do not have elixir to support this, and... Oh, wait. Oh my god. He actually played really well, and I think he got even a little bit of luck, I would say, because if his Super Mini P.E.K.K.A. targeted anything else, he would have lost right away. But yeah. And as I was saying, in double elixir, you can actually play your Super Knight behind your King Tower and cycle fast enough to have another one. Which is actually a good technique, because if you can surprise your opponent, like when your first Super Knight goes vulnerable, you play your second one at the bridge, like many times you actually just win on that spot. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show it to you right away here, but now we're just simply gonna do the strategy on defense. And my opponent didn't play his Super Knight, but we are still completely winning, because even if he played it, like his Super Mini P.E.K.K.A. was dead, so we had no real threat, and like playing at the bridge makes it easier to make it vulnerable, I guess. So yeah, we just won right away here. I mean, we used it before his one, but I knew I had so much elixir advantage. Like a witch and a Super Mini P.E.K.K.A. was 10 elixir, so he had nothing to support his Super Knight. And if you played it like defensively, like I just did, I would have probably been able to cycle it, to cycle my one back. Okay, so yeah, it all basically works on like having your Super Knight in cycle and playing it behind your King Tower. So that's literally all you want to do. Here I'm just gonna play a Goblin Gang on the right. You could just keep your entire elixir bar leaking. You don't have to really worry about that. I'm just gonna play my Super Mini P.E.K.K.A. here because I feel like I can make it invulnerable in time, and it just regenerates itself. So at least if you're not against a Super Mini P.E.K.K.A. coming to your tower, you can just play your Super Mini P.E.K.K.A. like this. And now I kinda choked here because I played my Skarmy too early, but look at this, oh my god. Never mind, we got so many troops going in. Okay, I feel like we have already won this game too. As you can see here, I've got another super knight, and if my opponent went for the super defense like I just did, I just invented the name, but like I could have played my super knight like I just did, and all of my troops would have been invulnerable too, so I would have caught him by surprise, killed his super knight and won there. So yeah, I'm just gonna do one last game to talk about how to deal with your elixir opponent elixir pump. I haven't matched against many elixir pump while playing, but there could be a chance they use it. I feel like it's valuable if you actually have an elixir lead, but it's pretty rare to get one in here. And if your opponent can punish, like if you can punish your opponent from playing the elixir pump, just do it, because like you have the super mini P.E.K.K.A. As long as you don't play your super knight to try and punish your opponent, you are fine, because like even if they have that much of an elixir advantage with their super knight, if they just think that having that elixir advantage means they can play their super knight like before yours, it doesn't work like that. I tested it, and if you're not in double elixir, you are not able to cycle fast enough to your second super knight, so you just lose anyway, even if you have a pump down. If you have two or you are in double elixir, that's a totally different thing, and you can be the first one to make the play with the super knight and probably overwhelm your opponent with your elixir advantage. But you have like 2 minutes of single elixir, so most likely the pump is not gonna give you enough value to win that, you know what I mean? So now we just go Goblin Curse. Let's wait for the rage for the Goblin Gang. That's perfect. Okay, yes, he had to waste his super knight, and he played it pretty badly because he died right away. I would have played it behind the King Tower. So now we just played the Goblin Gang at the bridge, and then last second we go for the super knight. Okay, and this guy just threw, so yeah. That's gonna be it for the video. Thank you so much for watching.